Hi there, this is WoW Soloist again, and we're on the Elementalist, who's now in a level 29 to 30 mode, and she's wandering around in the new Lion's Arch, picking up some goodies that she hasn't gotten before. So in fact, she hadn't spent much time in the old Lion's Arch, so she hasn't inherited all of the various points of interest and things from there. Order of Whispers. Yeah, that's one of the choices in the personal story, of course, is Order of Whispers. Like somebody's humming rather than whispering. But on the other hand, if characters had been fully explored Lion's Arch before, then they got credit for all of it, even though the vistas have changed.
Hello.
And a lot of other things have changed in the game. Points of interest, buildings, etc. She has had to... Well, my Sylvari Ranger, he said she was level 80, she'd already done this. So she didn't have to do any of these.
That torch is supposed to light the harbor up.
So I actually haven't seen... They really do want you up there. I haven't seen a lot of these vistas before because I've done the old ones, and my Sylvari Ranger at 80 did not need to come back and do them again. But this character hasn't been here much, and so she's had to do all of this. I apologize for the occasional chow bark and snort, but my chows are helping me here today. Cody Bear, and Tina, trolling,
If I could ever get
looking out on the deck and telling me there may be cats.
Politics.
going on down at Lion's Court.
Well, I'm thinking they want us to walk those guy wires. That just seems cruel. But some of those shelves look tempting. Yeah. There looks like those might be footholds. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you could probably get... Sorry for standing on your table, character. No, maybe not. You look like you're a foothold, but you're not. You're just not a foothold for big Norn. See?
I thought the dedication
Can't.
of the field of the fallen went well.
Gotta get up on that thing, and I don't think from here. Okay, get creative and live dangerous. Well, I'm standing on. Oh, heck. The jump button didn't work. Well, really shouldn't matter then. I should be able... Maybe not. These ones are too high. Ah. The stage, though, that's really cute. A real grunter, that one. Now we were standing on something invisible over here. We should try to aim for that again. think it's the rope. Yeah. Invisible rope. Okay, jump this time. Oh, come on. I don't know, maybe it is leg. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, this one has a bit of a gap. It does. Still not sure even. Ugh, that getting here is going to help getting over there. Maybe I don't need to come. Walk the tightrope to that. Live dangerously.
Please tell me we have customs inspectors down at the docks by now.
I've done what little I can. You know our ranks are worn thin.
I don't care how you do it, but we need that port secured.
I'm on your side, Ellen. Just give us time. We'll get things ship-shape.
Norn are probably the second worst. If they're gonna make you walk the rope, why wouldn't you walk it from? Norn are the second worst, I think, at doing these jumping puzzles because they're so big. Char. Oh ho! The Char are definitely the worst. Because they'd be straddling this with empty space in between and hanging on with their little dew claws.
It was nice of them to name this quarter after the Commodore.
Oh! I have to be right under it. Oh, that's worth a print screen. Holy. Now I'm really glad my 80 inherited all of these. When the Lion's Arch came in. But that still means a whole bunch of other characters that if I want all these points,
I've
there's
got some
still
Assyrian
another
stargazer asking me if I can do something about the light pollution.
6
from
vistas
Phoenix.
left.
I mean, that torch is supposed to light the harbor up. That's the idea.
This is a very pretty town, though. Obviously looks much nicer than the devastated one. I'm just a little surprised by the architecture, for sure. Those crates are there for, just to tease you, I guess. Alright, now she's going the wrong way. I think we want to go back. Got some stuff here. Now we want to go around the lobster tail. Sounds tasty. It's not going that way, we need to go this way. Because she doesn't have the crafting point, which clearly she needs. So she's got the point at the Laurel vendor, but she doesn't have this little park. Frog pond. Mystic Forge waypoint. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Now, as usual, the other characters have used up all the gold, probably. So she's stuck with trying to find her own mats to level. Nice Wings, not earning enough gold at this point. For all these crafters, they eat it like crazy. Okay, Tailor she is. I'd like to get the... What's wrong here? Okay, do I have to go all the way over here then? Alright, only this noisy thing. Why do they always put the tailors? The noisy things. Black Citadel, it drives you deaf. This one is just as annoying. I think they hate tailors.
I'm Ears. How are you?
How do we get far with jute? Oh, she has linen. Can't use linen yet. And she can't even use... Really? So she's still a juter. Looks like it's gonna be a bag, and I don't have a bag thingy. Go buy a bag thingy. Yeah, that's gonna be a bag. That's gonna be a 10 slot bag. Okay, what else we got? Looks like she's got no mats. She needs wool. Oh, that thing is going to drive me nuts. Alright, well. I'll get rid of those. Even though she's probably not going to use many. Okay, so she has no wool.
Excelsior.
Padding, and she needs wool. Ah! Okay. Well, let's drop in some of the stuff that she has that she can drop. She's also a low-level weaponsmith, which is what she needs the wood for. She's just a core, a good place to use it. Stuff. She definitely needs iron. Otherwise she would sell it because it's worth bucks. Bucks and bucks. Let's have the experience. Thank you. My 80 needs orichalcum, so calcium, whatever. Copper we eventually usually sell off now. I actually think I've got somebody using bronze still. Pool. There's another one. Alrighty then. So we have not enough wool to do anything with. And not enough money to do much with. Alright. Let's find your weaponsmith. Armorsmith, can you cool? Let's move. Oh, weaponsmith should be here. I know she's doing better because she's in iron, so she's got a bunch of iron. What she got hanging around here? I think she's beyond green. She's got a half, small half. Ooh, a small hat. Maybe a hat. Yeah. Now the question here is, what new inscriptions does she have? Hardy, honed, rejuvenating, and strong. Hardy, honed, good. So she has things she can. Well, wait a moment now. We have to be able to build them. Honed. Not our fave, but Power and Frost. It's okay. I could make several. Alright. We got our axe. Okay. Didn't we make one of those honed? We made one, right? Soft inscription. We don't have a honed axe. A honed soft inscription? I don't have space. Thought I'd made one. Make another one, because we'll always put it somewhere. Alright, now I have one. Oh, I made one before. Where'd it go? In fact, I thought it used my mats. Maybe it didn't. Whatever. Anyway. One iron axe. One honed soft inscription. One small soft haft. And I can make an axe. Always when you discover new things, you get a lot more points than making one that you already have. And it's like any crafting. Things that are red or orange or things that are red may be unreachable. Things that are orange, like this, give you the most points. Things that are greenish, or going bluish greenish, are going to give you next points. When they turn white, they'll give you the least points, and when they turn gray, they get you no points. So I could make more of these axes that I just discovered the recipe for, but I would get less points per recipe than if I go and discover a new one. So now if I can only make honed inscriptions, because I don't have the goodies for the other, because I don't have enough small scales, small talons, or vials of thin blood, so I have to go over to the Laurel vendor and buy a bag of small things. In order to do that. So I can make one more of these. And then I'm out of dowels, but that's easy because I can make dowels. But I need planks, so craft a few planks. Thank you. Craft a few dowels. A little bit. I might as well. Craft me a few iron ingots anyway. You can tell I have multiple crafters that use this stuff, so I'm not going to grind out more than I need at the moment. Okay, so I still need the smalls, so I can't get beyond that. But I have a honed dagger, so I do not want to make another dagger. I can make a hammer. I can make a great sword. I can make a mace. And I can make a shield or a spear or sword. So basically I can make anything honed except for a dagger and an axe. So now I want to go and see what's cheap that I can make here. Daggers are usually cheap. But, aha, you see hilts and daggers are metal. Now I can make a great sword. Put the hilt on a great sword. Now, hammers and maces are okay. Now, I just have to check. Hammer should be a small haft, and greatsword should be a big haft. Oh, 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 oh. I have to have a greatsword hilt, right. Hammers. Ah, good thing I checked. It's a big hammer, so it's got a large haft. But maces have small hafts. Nice to know. That's why they give you some, every time you level up in crafting, they give you a few freebie recipes, and it's always good to check those when you're in discovery mode, because then you know what types of things it's going to want for what. So let's go make and while you can do it, you might as well be cautious with your ingredients. Why make something that requires a large thing when you can make something that requires a small thing, which clearly is going to need less resources? Eventually you'll get pushed into only having inscriptions for the things you haven't done yet, and then you're going to have to go to the large things. Well, that's nice. You see, that's the other nice thing I love about Guild Wars 2, is crafting levels you. Alright, so she's got a dungeon, personal story chapter 3, which she hasn't done any of yet, so she's got to catch up on that. I am so far behind on my personal stories. Not good, because it gives you goodies. Alright, it's getting better and better. So, I think you get the idea there. It's the same thing on the tailor, except she has to go buy wool. Cloth is very hard to come by in this game. Let's go over and see how we do something in this starfish. You can buy with gems at the gem store. Yeah, I don't owe him anything. You can go and buy gems at the gem store. You can buy a cloth rack, which you put in your home instance, and it will let you pick cloth once a day. Probably quite random. Alright. Well, first of all, she doesn't even have the jellyfish point of interest, so let's go get that. Alright, and we've got... oh, that's easy. Now jump up on a few crates. Looks easy. Come on. Alright, well then we'll jump there direct. Oh, it's too tall. It's too tall, because I have to get over there. Well, that's an invisible crate I just jumped on. Isn't that interesting? Okay, we're going to start on the other side here, because I don't know if it's going to be... ah, there's an invisible shelf. That's how I was wondering how I was going to get over to these little crates. Alright. Gotta be an invisible step. From here, can't activate it. This is where certain professions, like engineer, have an advantage. Because they can jump higher. They can target places and go places, which is handy. Alright. Not happy. Do not like magical clear steps. Like that. That's cheat tying. I almost made it. It's just too big and heavy. Must be a trick to this. This is where the light shaders are. Okay. There's an overhanging thingy. Maybe I can do it. Maybe all those boxes are just an entire ruse. Which would be really bitchy of them, but yeah. Oh, are they gonna make us walk the plank again? Walk the wire? Ah, it's looking like it. Oh, Norn, you are so big for this. Mm-hmm. Sense a pattern. I can wow Timeless Isle. Line yourself up, but good. Better to not have to. Nice animation, at least she's got one foot in front of the other. Ooh, it still looks like glass. You'd think it would break. I don't know how she can jump that. That's too large. It's too large a gap. Yep. We're back again. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. I think we'll give it up on this character for a while till another character figures out how. Unfortunately, she's just too big and too slow. She could run faster. Or if she was an engineer or something that had these wild, crazy jumping, spottingly and pulling herself somewhere skills. Alright, I guess she really should go out the lobster. That's disappointing. Unless there's something I'm missing. I didn't see anything, like there's nothing that's... Oh. No, really? No. Just no. Think of that. No, no, no. No. Was at the edge of the starfish, it might make sense. But it's not. I love these mosaics, they're very pretty. It's very cute. It looks so solid from the outside. It is actually transparent. is down. I like the vistas that are inverse. Instead of being up on top, they're actually at the bottom. I only have 5 minutes. Lots of pieces of old Lion's Arch down here, some of which I don't recognize because I was never playing this during, there you are, the old gates, the lion gates. I wasn't playing this during the time when it was current with the Scarlet Briar. So I never actually saw the old Lion's Gate, the GW2 Lion's Gate, before Scarlet Briar destroyed it. So I don't have much to reminisce about down here. There's some cool stuff. Nice anemones. Really nice. Get in. That's not this door.
Oh, the little tadpoles. Aren't they cute?
Cute. We can go into this one. Nice nest. Well, I don't know if I can get in 3 minutes. Well, what I can do... Up, 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 up. Maybe. All kinds of neat things under here. That one should have had a point of interest of its own, and it didn't. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, underwater is just not in any game. Hey, get on the surface and stay there. This thing is just so touchy. You have to have your right point of view pointed in the right direction, or it doesn't go where you want it to. No. 2 minutes 30. Oh, hide behind the plane. Hmm. Can I get up there? Yeah. Wait. To go this way. He's not. He's standing around out there. I think he's out there. Yeah. He's not out there. He's up here. I need small things.
I've got what you need.
Yeah, you probably do. Small crafting bag, at least one.
Thank you. There we go. That gave us a few small. That'll be a start. Okay, well, not going to race around for 1 minute and 15 seconds. So, this is Wow Solo signing out in this one, and we'll continue, as always, later.